All right, I think we are live. Hopefully everyone can hear and see us, and hopefully one of my coworkers will let me know if you can't. But welcome everyone. We're so excited to be with you back finally. It's been a while. We're super excited to be back. And I just want to start off by saying that thank you so much for all of your support, your patience, your understanding these past couple of months. They've been really crazy, but we'll share details and answer a lot of your questions here. So my name is Sharon. You may have seen my face on here before. I've been on Facebook Lives in the past, and I also used to be a health coach facilitating groups. And we are just super excited to connect with you all tonight. Thank you for commenting and leaving your questions on the posts in our Facebook group. And I just want to let you know, just first off the bat, we are still figuring a lot out. We have some answers, but we're still figuring stuff out, and we're going to answer as many questions as we can, but we're continuing to communicate and just share what we know when we know it. So I do have a special guest joining me, as you can see. This is Ryan. He is the CEO of Profile Plan, the company that just acquired HMR. So Ryan, I'll let you say hi to the group.
Thanks, Sharon. Hi, everyone. It's lovely to meet you all, and I'm really excited about the opportunity to speak to you tonight and tell you a little bit more about myself, about Profile, about what's happening with HMR. So looking forward to a good conversation.
Awesome. And we're super excited to have you here. So Ryan's going to take the floor in a few minutes and just share some updates about this new partnership. But before we do that, I want to just be totally transparent, and I want to take you back about 2.5 months ago to the day that myself, along with all of my colleagues, were told the news that HMR would be closing. As you can imagine, this was an extremely emotional time. So our first thought was, what is going to happen to all of our loyal HMR members who are in the program and working so hard to reach their goals? And then our second thought was, we're all about to lose our jobs. It was a very scary and emotional time for all of us. The following 2 months after that were a total whirlwind. Coworkers leaving, working really hard to support our current customers, and ultimately shutting down our business. During this whole time, our number one goal was, and always has been, to support you, our members, as much as we possibly can. And I just want to say, this community has been truly incredible. When we shared the news about HMR closing, we were so concerned about our members and how this news would be received. And the response that we got was so incredibly supportive. You all continue to support us. You continue to support one another in the Facebook group, and you never gave up on us. We are so thankful and so grateful for your continued loyalty and support and just this incredible community. So here is where Profile Plan came in. I am not exaggerating when I tell you this partnership happened at the very last moment. It was my last day of work and a deal was closed. We learned that we would go from shutting down the business to reopening and rebuilding our team in a very short amount of time. It has been a roller coaster, to say the least. But we're here today, and we are so lucky and thrilled to have found a partner that aligns so well with HMR's mission and our goals to help you, to help people live their healthiest lives. So over the last couple of weeks, just these past couple of weeks, we've been rebuilding our team and just working out all of the details to restart our business. It's a lot more complicated than we could have imagined. So this event tonight is intended to provide as much information as we have right now. And again, to be totally transparent, we don't have all the information. We don't have all the answers. We're still trying to figure everything out. We are a smaller team, and we're working very hard to relaunch the program that we know and love. But our goal right now is just to really communicate with all of you every step of the way as we figure everything out. So as I try to answer some common questions that we've seen, I do have some notes in front of me that I'm referencing just to make sure that I'm conveying everything as clearly as I can. We also have coaches that are going to be responding in the comments, and we'll also be responding to any questions after this event. Okay, so first things first, we are relaunching HMR as you've known it, with no plans to change anything about the program at this time. We are reopening the business slowly, and we'll start by re-enrolling former HMR members who were enrolled in a coaching group this past fall. So if you were in coaching when we made the closing announcement, we will be sending communication through email very soon with instructions on how you can rejoin coaching. And if you were someone who was working with a local HMR clinic to attend a coaching group, we encourage you to stay in close communication with your clinic. Many HMR clinics have remained open or are working to reopen. And we understand it's a little confusing right now, but please just reach out to your clinic and the team there to understand what the options are. And of course, if your clinic is no longer offering an HMR program, know that HMR at home is an option for you, and we're going to continue to send communication on how you can join the program. So I know many of you are also wondering, who is Profile Plan? So Ryan here, CEO of Profile Plan, I'll turn the floor over to him so he can introduce himself a little bit more, share his vision for this new and exciting partnership. So I'll turn it over to you, Ryan.
Thank you, Sharon. It's a great introduction. And as I said before, we're so excited to bring the HMR family in and be able to guide successful outcomes alongside our customers that are using Profile Plan. So maybe I'll talk a little bit about Profile Plan, and then I can give a little bit more insight onto how this all happened and the timing of everything and what we think the next few months might look like. And so Profile Plan is a very similar business to HMR. It was started about a decade ago by Sanford Health, which is a hospital system in the Midwest. And the approach that Profile takes is really similar to HMR. It does coaching, but it's actually individual coaching. And then there's a food component of our weight loss programs that our clients follow. And we coach them along the way, usually weekly or bi-weekly. And we really focus on healthy outcomes in a similar way to the programs that HMR follows. And so, we've been in business for 10 years. HMR has been in business for 40 years. And so really long-standing brands in this space, but really both brands that are extremely patient-centric and customer-centric. And we care about the outcomes for our customers. We're really mission-driven, and we want to see successes, and we love seeing success stories in all of our customers. So that's a little bit about Profile. We have retail locations actually spread throughout the country. So if you go to our website and you look and you can see if there's a retail location somewhere near you, you could actually go in and check out a Profile store and see what we're all about. But at the same time, we know that you're loyal HMR customers, and if you want to stay with HMR, we would love for that too. As Sharon mentioned, this all happened really fast. As of maybe 3 months ago, we weren't expecting this all to happen and us to kind of acquire HMR. But when we heard the announcement, we kind of quickly thought, who's HMR? Why would they be potentially a good fit for what Profile does, and what could we figure out and try and make this work? And after, I'd say 6 to 8 weeks of a very intense kind of like diligence period and figuring out how this would all work together, we acquired the rights to provide the HMR program as it was, and that is our full intention. I actually got to call a bunch of the HMR employees personally. Sharon was one of them on like December 30th, right before the the ball drop,
Yep.
day before the ball drop, and offer a lot of them jobs at HMR doing what they were doing. So it was a really feel good story to be able to take a brand that has been around for 40 years, was on its way to shutting down completely, and at kind of the last minute, give it a lifeline and actually give it a chance to come back into the same exact fashion that it was as you previously knew it. But just to echo Sharon's point around, you know, we're still figuring things out too. What I'd say is it's not like going back in and turning a light switch on. You know, we have to work with our manufacturers, our suppliers, our great partners that provide food and provide the products that you all know and love. We need to go and re-engage with them. And so we need to figure out how we can get back into production schedules and figure out the best way to proceed there. We also need to rebuild our coaching schedules and take care of a lot of the things that go into the background of what makes HMR tick. And so we are so excited to relaunch HMR. Be patient with us if there are certain things that are taking a little bit longer than expected. We are working tirelessly to get this program back up and get every question answered that you all have. And that's exciting, but that doesn't mean it doesn't come without some minor speed bumps along the way that you know, we're working to address. And so what we ask is you know, we're excited to come back and hopefully welcome you all back. If you have questions, you know, the team is standing by and we're working on ways to answer all the questions. And I'm excited to get things back up and running sooner than later. And I think there'll be communications coming out very soon on exact timing for a lot of these things. So again, thanks for having me. Exciting times ahead, and welcome back to HMR.
Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, as he said, it's a lot more complicated than you would think. So we're working everything out, but appreciate you being here, Ryan. We're super excited to be working with you and your team, and know that this is going to be an awesome partnership and a really exciting future for HMR. So I just want to address a few other questions that we've been seeing. And again, there's still a lot we're figuring out, but here's what we know right now. So we realized that the biggest question that everyone's asking is that when we announced HMR was closing, a lot of you stocked up on HMR food, but may want to rejoin coaching now that we're restarting. So keeping all of that in mind, that you may have a lot of food on hand, we are working on a solution to make rejoining coaching as seamless and painless as we possibly can. And we will be sending more information via email in the next week or so with more details and how you can rejoin a coaching group. Again, we are still figuring out the exact timeline for when our coaching will be available again, but rest assured, we will be offering coaching groups again, and they will still be free with an auto delivery membership. So we'll send all of those details very soon through email. We'll put updates on the website, on our Facebook pages. We will be sharing all those details with you. Another question that has come up is, will the prices be going up? We are not planning to raise the prices of our food or program at this time. Many of you have also asked if HMR foods will remain the same. We will be partnering with these same manufacturers we've used and don't have any planned changes to our recipes or formulas at this time. We do really ask for your patience as we continue to build our inventory back up. And with any out of stock items or any inventory things that we need to communicate, we will share all of that information with you. And then the last question I want to address is, will the app be available to download? The app is available right now. It's back on the App Store. So you can go on the App Store or Google Play, you can download it. Your data will be there as long as you sign in with the same email address account that was associated with your HMR account. So I know that there are probably more questions. We did create an FAQ that you can check out now on our website. After this event, I will also share that on our Facebook page and group so you can get more detailed answers. Please comment here on this live. Let us know what other questions you have. We have coaches that are responding. We're going to try to answer as many questions as we can. And just thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for your continued support and your understanding during this just roller coaster of a time. And again, a big thanks to Ryan for taking the time to join us tonight. We're so excited for this partnership with Profile Plan. And I'll let you, Ryan, share any closing remarks before we adjourn.
I think, Sharon, you summed it up well. 2023 is an exciting year ahead of us. HMR is coming back, and me personally, I'm really excited to start engaging with all of you as customers and loyal supporters of the brand. I have been checking out the Facebook chatter throughout the past few weeks, and it's exciting to see everyone thrilled that this program is back. So, like we said, we're so ready to go full steam ahead. Be patient with us, and everything will be coming back online as quickly as humanly possible. And can't wait to get HMR going again. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, we are so thrilled. 2023 is going to be a great year. We are ready to get back up and running, get back to doing what we love, and just rebuilding this awesome community. So again, we will send updates as soon as we have information, hopefully in the next week or two. And stay tuned. Next week, we're going to have another Facebook Live that we'll send information about. You'll get to see a few familiar faces of our coaches. They'll be doing an informal support session to just help you get back on track. So thank you all for being here, and have a great night, everyone.
Thank you.